Ramadan Mubarak, salam and greetings, humans. Same outfit, same day, different video. So today, well, in this video, I wanted to share with you some of the suhoor recipes that I found on the internet and that I like, and ones that I've made up myself. So let's get to it. The entire reason I even looked up stuff like this was because one of my friends said, "Hey Tam, can you share with me some recipes for sahur?" And I was like, totes my goats. And then I realized that one, I'm not exactly the best person at remembering to eat sahur, but also I kind of just eat cereal and dates. And there's nothing wrong with cereal and dates and water. Like, if that's you, that's you. Own it, rock it. And if it works for you, that's great. Um, I am a girl who enjoys doing the least amount of work when I need to do it. So for me, meal preps really work so that when I'm really hungry, I can just warm it up or add one last couple of ingredients and go, and then there's my meal. So that's how I kind of work with my sahur. I will have actually have smoothies that I made in the fridge. They're in little 6-ounce mason jars. There's only two right now. But those are in there, and then I'll make probably in a couple hours um, my support for tomorrow morning, right? So my sahur is usually two parts. The first part is a liquidy part. The second part is a chewy part. So the liquidy part is usually water, of course, always, and then a smoothie. So my favorite smoothie right now is milk. I'm using cashew milk because we bought it and nobody likes to drink it, so I'm using it up in my smoothies. Um, Dates. I have dried dates, so I like to soak my dates either in the ingredients for my favorite smoothie are milk, currently using cashew milk because we bought it and nobody really likes to drink it. Dates, a little bit of honey, cinnamon, turmeric, and ginger. Free to add extra spices or add-ins if you like, but that's what I use for my go-to smoothie. So for that, I'll take the milk and put it in a small pan and warm it up. And then I'll add my dates since they are getting a little up there in age. They are less willing to be blended together, so I just kind of let them sit in that warm milk. I also add all of my spices to the milk, the turmeric, the ginger, the cinnamon, and that kind of warms them up and lets the house smell really delicious for a while. Um, and then I'll just put all of that into my little magic bullet container. Probably top it off with some more cashew milk, um, and blend that sucker. And then add a teaspoon of honey and blend it again. Okay? That's my number one or current favorite smoothie because it's really sweet and delicious. Like me. Just kidding, though I am a pretty sweet person. But my other favorite smoothie is one that you could either buy or you can make it yourself. Excuse me. It's Naked Juice. It's the mango one, but I like to make it, and it's just mango, a little bit like this much of a piece of banana, half an apple, lemon juice, and some orange juice, and then I just remove all the skins and all that stuff, and blend it until smooth. You could either use water to help get that going, or I also find it's really nice to use if you have either apple juice or mango juice or stuff like that, or even just a green tea, an unsweetened green tea. It's really, really nice. So those are my liquid components. And if all else fails, I'll usually just have a couple glasses of water by itself. Even with a smoothie, because I only have like this much smoothie at a given time, I'll always have a glass or two of water as a because you need to drink water when you're fasting. Also, let's talk about the stuff you have to chew. So one of my favorites as always is avocado toast, whole grain toast. Toast that sucker, wait for it to pop back up, mush half an avocado, and then spread that on the toast and then eat it. Some people like to add flax seeds or chia seeds and spices and salt and pepper and all that good stuff. Um, and if that's what you're into, then go for it. Maybe even some turkey bacon would be good on there if you need a little more protein. Be still. Again, still working with the really precarious stack of books as a phone stand. Next is Eggy in a Basket, which my parents actually really love. You just take a regular slice of bread and you press down all of the insides, either with a spoon or with your hand. And then you can line it with like a slice of, think of a thin slice of meat. Some people use bacon. I like to use like thin slices of turkey lunch meat and put it in there. Then you crack an egg into that basket of bread and meat. Sprinkle it with your seasonings, shred a little bit of cheese, and then put it in the oven and bake at 350 until the egg is as done as you like it. So don't walk away. You'll probably not need to spend more than 20 minutes on it. Shakshuka! A dish I'm not particularly fond of because I don't like eggs, but I do love the sauce that it's cooked in, especially with a little bit of toast. But I'll leave a link to one of my favorite videos to learn how to make shakshuka in there. Hi, Chef John. Next is overnight oats. If you were a lover of oatmeal, but also happen to be particularly lazy first thing in the morning, overnight oats are for you. So you go, really it could be as simple as oatmeal and water and put that in the fridge. But some people spice it up with different seeds and nuts and fruits and spices. You can use water, you can use different kind of milks, you can use nut milks, you can use half and half if you're feeling, luxurious. And then in the morning you can either eat it cold or you can warm it up in the microwave and then just enjoy straight from your mason jar or whatever you choose to make it in. There is an egg bake that I really like. It's a personal recipe. Again, not a fan of eggs, but I really like this. So you get like a pan and you fill it up with like a layer of tater tots. Then you do your veggies and your meats and saute those together. So I do onions, bell peppers, a couple different kinds of bell peppers. I might do one spicy pepper and maybe some turkey bacon or chicken sausage or whatever. Saute that together, put it in there, cover it with more tater tots, whip up your eggs with a little bit of water or milk, and then pour it on top and then bake it. Yum. Just tasty. Okay, and then there is a cottage cheese and watermelon parfait. You don't have to do it like a stacked up lovely parfait if you don't want to, but it's watermelon, cottage cheese, pistachios, watermelon, cottage cheese, pistachios, watermelon, cottage cheese, pistachios, and then just kind of dig in and eat. If you get yourself a whole regular sized watermelon, I'm not talking about like the little circly ones, but if you get like a long one, that should be enough for the week. And you'll even have some to share if you have other people in your home that are fasting with you. Make ahead breakfast burritos. I'm actually currently in the process of doing make ahead regular burritos, but you basically take all the stuff that you would put in your breakfast burrito: potatoes, peppers, onions, sausages, bacons, shredded chicken is really good, and then you scramble your eggs on the side if eggs are your thing, and then you kind of put the cheese in. You have a burrito, you put the cheese in, you put the veggies, you put the egg, you wrap it up, you roll it in tin foil if you're going to be putting it in the oven, or you can roll it in parchment if you're going to put it in the microwave, and then you can just bake those at 350 for 12 to 15 minutes, or microwave them for 1 to 2 minutes until they're done, and then just enjoy with a little bit of salsa. Delicious. As always, more toast options, this time with nut butter, fruit, and seeds. And also, my personal favorite is these peanut butter and oatmeal balls. You're free to use whatever nut butter works for you. But you do peanut butter, you do a whole bunch of oatmeal, and then a little bit of honey, and then you can add whatever else you feel like adding. You can add spices. I love cinnamon, and a little bit of, what else did I put in there? Oh, and then I chopped up dates, and I added a couple of other spices, maybe some nuts, some pistachios would be nice. And then you take a little handful and roll it into a ball, and then you can put it into a container that you can put in the fridge, and you stick them in the fridge, and then you can just pop a few of those for your sahur, and then it's super easy. With your couple glasses of water, your smoothie, and then boom, ready to go. Also, waffles or pancakes, if you don't have a waffle maker available, go ahead and make a really, really hearty whole grain waffle. Or, if you're into the savories first thing in the morning, why not do a spinach and broccoli cheese waffle? I'm just saying, it sounds delicious. I'm probably going to give it a try and see. If I do, maybe if I remember, I'll take you with me. But those are just a couple of suggestions for what to eat for sahur. I'll have a link in the description to a couple of different recipes, or I'll just have my measurements in the box down below. So thanks for watching. I hope this helped, and I'll see you in my next video, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.